Welcome to Little Lessons. We're here to teach you about a country in just 5 minutes, bringing you all the things you didn't know about the places you didn't know existed. Today we are looking at another European country. You might be a little bit more familiar with this one than our previous locations of Liechtenstein, Nauru and Eswatini. Norway is a Scandinavian country with a reputation for great scenery and an even better quality of life. So let's dive in to understand why. Let's start with the location. Norway is located in Northern Europe, and the mainland territory has borders with 3 countries, Finland, Sweden and Russia. Jan Mayen Island and the archipelago of Svalbard are also part of Norway, located to the west. The country boasts the 7th largest coastline in the world and has over 50,000 islands. Norway is also home to a lot of fjords. These are long, narrow, deep inlets of the sea between high cliffs, typically formed by the submergence of a glacial U-shaped valley. The population of the country is just over 5 million, with around 1 million living in the capital, Oslo. They are ruled by a constitutional monarchy. This means that the king is formally the head of state, but his duties are mainly representative and ceremonial. Instead, a democratically elected prime minister is in place with a supporting cabinet and government, much like that in the UK. Politically, Norway has a habit of staying out of things. Norway is not part of the EU, but part of the EEA, the European Economic Area, and the Schengen area. This was the case with the previously featured Liechtenstein. They don't use the euro, but the Norwegian krone. The country remained neutral in both world wars. Part of the reason why Norway didn't join the EU is due to their high GDP, the gross domestic product, which is an indicator of wealth. So it would have ended up paying high membership fees. The reason why Norway has such wealth is due to its export of fossil fuels and fish found within its economic zone. Norway has let the whole country benefit from its wealth through free universal education and healthcare and generous welfare benefits, such as paid parental leave, by storing its money in the world's largest sovereign wealth fund. In simple terms, this is a giant savings pot, which makes money by investing in more than 9,000 companies, and it's currently worth around $1 trillion. Norway seeks to offset any fossil fuel guilt by becoming an environmental leader, banning deforestation, producing most of the country's electricity by hydropower plants, and having the largest number of electric cars per capita in the world. They also pay over twice as much for petrol as a US citizen. High standards of government social support have contributed to the high HDI value, an indicator of both social and economic development. In fact, in 2020, Norway ranked first out of the 189 countries that submitted data. Green, well cared for and well-off people lead to happy people. Norway was ranked number 1 in the World Happiness Report in 2017. And happy people aren't lining up to commit crimes. It is one of the safest countries in the world, with a very low crime rate. These very happy people of Norway are experts in winter sports. At the Winter Olympic Games, Norway has won 368 total medals, including 132 gold medals. I'll leave you with a final fact linking Norway to a future little lesson country, the USA. When a population is scattered from their original geographic location, it's called the diaspora. The Norwegian diaspora are predominantly found in the USA, and in particular, Minnesota. More than 1.5 million people, about 32% of the population in Minnesota, claim Scandinavian heritage, with over half of these being from Norway. So that rounds up our little lesson on Norway, a global leader in happiness and cross-country skiing, leading the way in environmental sustainability. A model of social democracy with well cared for citizens. Sounds pretty good, eh?